thing about Regina is that every summer, my associate Beaks comes back to town. Look at this! You brought a tribute. Boy, are you a beak for sore eyes. Now, what do you say you and me have some real fun this summer? We robbed banks, hijacked trucks, and stole farm equipment. Yeah, I know. That one sounds boring as shit, but it's a sweet frickin' plum. So, look, I see you got a lot of wood in this joint. Be a real shame if it were to go up in flames, if you catch my drift. Of course, for a fee, I could protect you from that kind of thing, eh?
Aren't you adorable? Now run along, little girl.
I'll be back for more on Friday. You got some nice moves there, kid. How'd you like to join my crew? So, what do I call yous? Honka? Nah, that sounds stupid. How about Beaks? All right, Beaks it is. Welcome aboard.
How you doing? There's no city in Canada that loves football as much as Regina, so scratch me one. Even in minus 30 weather, we showed up for the Rough Riders.
World-class city!
Okay, so far so good. It's our ball, and nobody's dead.
Come on, Jimmy, let me be quarterback.
Shut up, I'm quarterback.
But I got this play worked out. It's a sure thing. 26, 4, Hindenburg, blue, hut. You'll never see it coming.
Let's keep that one in our back pockets for later.
Downside of the play was that McCool moved in with us. Stupid cop was too chicken to shelter in place alone, like a man.
Jimmy, are you finished in the bathroom? It's time for my morning toilette.
Whoa, does this look like social distancing to you, McCool? Step back. You trying to kill me?
And mask up, will you? I'm elderly and immuno-conflicted. Also, I don't like looking at your face.
But your mask isn't even covering your mouth, Cheech.
Quit complaining, Dudley Ding Dong. Even horses wearing one.
Don't be alarmed, Cookie. I found him with his tongue stuck to a lamppost. He has a mild concussion and he's lost his mind.
Oh, Petey, why didn't you tell me you lost your mind?
He'll be all right, thanks to me. All he needs is a good night's rest.
Apologize.
I don't know how to thank you.
No need. You're going through enough yourself. I know all about you and Jimmy. He's been staying at my house, which I've been forced to leave.
That selfish blob of spit.
Tell me about it. I gave him a whole list of rules, but it never dawned on me that I had to add, and flush.
He's a pig. So, where you staying?
I'm hoping to find a dead deer and sleep inside its carcass.
Is that as gross as it sounds?
You have no idea.
Then you have to stay here. You wouldn't be in this mess if it weren't for me. Come on in. We'll make some more mess.
That wouldn't be appropriate.
I'm kidding. I insist. You'll stay here tonight where it's safe and warm.
I suppose it's preferable to a dead deer carcass. All right, but on the condition that there's no hanky-panky.
How about just Panky? Oh, I'm kidding.
One time, Cheech tried to break into a museum to steal the Gibraltar Goose. He had such a hard-on for that stupid statue.
Ah!
I was sick of chasing him around on another one of his demented capers. I mean, it's exhausting. So, I called in the Fed.
Oh, there's a freaking surprise. You're a natural-born rat, Pops.
What are you gonna do? I'm here now.
All right, fine. But be on your best behavior. That's my boss's house. Church rules, okay?
Right. The pants stay on.
I know Cheech wasn't invited, but he tagged along anyhow. See what I mean about this guy?
This is why you're here. To see how I deal with my own Uncle Cheech. Hi, Mom. Good one.
Who are these dicks?
This is Jimmy and his Uncle Cheech. Guys, this is my mom, Greta.
Hey, jerks, check this out. Come on, how about now? What I have for lunch?
Guess I'll get dinner on the table.
Oh, my thong's chafing. I'll be right back.
Jesus, what a monster. Toby didn't even flinch. That's impressive.
No, Jimmy. That's impressive.
An ugly statue of a goose?
That ugly statue is the Gibraltar Goose. It's worth a fortune. People have been cutting each other's throats to get their hands on it forever. I had it once, but it slipped through my fingers. I killed my best friend, double-crossed my mother, and betrayed the woman I love. But I finally got you.
This stop, Coney Island.
Oh, roller coaster! I tried to get it back, but I was out of subway tokens. This here goose is the stuff dreams are made out of, Jimmy.
Well, don't get any ideas about stealing it.
What's eating you?
Toby's trying to help me. You're not robbing him.
Rob him. I don't even know who he is.
Give me the hand. Let go of the... I said hands off!
Jimmy, stop abusing Uncle Cheech. This is not how you deal with anger.
It's hummus, for Christ's sake! I had hummus!
I didn't know Cookie then, and I also didn't want to have to wax such a cute witness. So I figured I'd come back later. I was about to order Cheech's hoagie when... Holy balls! You should have seen me. Oh, right, you can't. Look at the poise, the dignity, the choice of wound placement. Frankly, it was inspiring. I never forgot that stabby redhead. How you doing? You know me as a card-carrying ex-capo from the New York mob. Let the record show, I'm also a hopeless romantic. I met my wife the same way as a lot of people, at work. See, Bobby Peltz was behind on his protection money, so we went over there to discuss payment options. I never let emotions get in the way of my job. Until that night. She was the classiest broad I ever laid eyes on. The face of an angel and a killer bond. I mean that figuratively and literally. From that moment, I was head over heels. I courted her through the arraignment, trial, and sentencing. And on visiting day, she agreed to be my wife.
Yes! Yes!
I was a wayward young gambling addict determined to forge a bright future in the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. The brass felt I had a quality they'd never seen in other recruits. Lord knows what it was. I advanced quickly to squad leader, but couldn't seem to earn the respect of my squad.
Need I remind you of the pitfalls of gambling?
Oh, man, don't you do anything for fun?
I absolutely do. I fish, I hunt, I read, I enjoy the occasional menage a trois, I dabble in embroidery and crochet, but what I don't do is gamble.
$100 says you do.
All right. I know your secrets. It's time you learned one of mine.
Whoa! I don't want to know who you manage a trois with.
Imagine, if you will, a young McCool, aimless, directionless, muscleless, and then he discovered the wager. At first it was just harmless games of gin rummy for a penny a point, but soon that wasn't enough. It had to be a quarter, $1, $100, nor did it matter what the game was. Cards, dice, ponies, pigs!
Why do you look like a hippie if it was the 90s?
Stay on topic, Jimmy. Never in my life had I felt such a rush. I was hooked. I'd go on week-long binges and forget to feed horse. I put my sainted mother in a home and lost her rent money at the track. I turned my back on almost everyone I cared about, and they me. And I was about to lose the only one I had left. Don't go. Without you, I have no one. You're right. I'll never bet again. I know I've said this before, but this time I mean it. Yes, really. And that was the moment I vowed to put my life together. The moment I decided to be a Mountie. And I have not wagered a penny since.
I just got one question. What kind of landlord lets you keep a horse in your apartment?
Indeed. For Canada and flashbacks that remain relevant to the storyline.
Capone's back like the plague. And my own pops was the outbreak monkey. It was love at first sight. Mainly because they're both low-down dirty crooks. It was kind of adorable. And I told him so, which was a huge mistake. Al took it to mean I thought he was a bad person, which in fairness, he totally is. He didn't see it that way. Capone wouldn't stop until he slaughtered me and most of my immediate family. Except maybe Gina. She can handle herself.
This job must be so much fun. When I was a kid, I wanted to be on Broadway.
When I was a kid, I wanted to extort the unions on Broadway.
Jimmy? Are you Jimmy Falcone?
What? No, you got the wrong guy. I don't know no Jimmy Falcone. Ah, crap, you been recognized. Go call McCool.
All right, if it comes down to it and you got a whacker, get me an autograph first.
Listen, lady, if I was you, I'd have a senior moment and forget you ever saw me.
It's me, kid.
It's you? You who?
Me, your pop, Sal Falcone.
Listen, you sick maniac, my pop is dead. And I'm not Jimmy Falcone.
Drop the act, Jimmy. I know you're in witness protection. Don't worry. I'm not gonna rat out my own son.
I hate to break it to you, Looney Tunes, but my father was a man.
Not anymore, I ain't. Come here, kid.
So, it's probably wrong that I have a boner right now, isn't it?
You're safe now, Jimmy. A nurse will soon be along to repeatedly shock your gonads back to sanity.
How the f*** is this for mental health?
Fear not. Canada has your back. Or in this case, your nether regions. For Canada, where mental health matters, as long as you can afford treatment.
You can't kill me, Mr. Capone. You're married to and banging my father. It practically makes me family. Also literally. But you're still gonna zap me in the meatballs, ain't you?
Doc, I'm fine. As sane as they come. Now you gotta let me out of here.
Yeah, right, Jimmy boy. You outsmarted... Ew.
Come with me if you want to live.
I thought you was on Capone's team.
What am I gonna do? You're my pops. Besides, Capone's broke. He's a schmuck.
Nurse, you gotta help me. Someone's trying to kill me. Oh, crap.
I got an apple to peel with you, Buster.
Al, be reasonable.
I'm wearing a dress. Reason went out the window days ago. We have a code, see? And you broke that code.
Hold on. According to the code, If someone saves your life, hold on, I got it right here. If someone saves your life, you have to recipro.
Sound it out, honey. Reciprocate.
It means never try to kill them.
Let me see that. Well, what do you know? Can't argue with the code. Well, I guess we're even. Put it there, Pally.
Thanks a lot, Al.
Let's dust out of here.
I guess this is where we part ways.
But what will he do? Where will you go?
Every time there's a buck to be made for a legal hooch, I'll be there. Every time a lonely young girl comes to the big city for the first time, I'll be there to force her into prostitution. Every time a truck leaves a warehouse full of valuables, by God, Jimmy, I'll be there.
Goodbye, Uncle Capone.
So long, Al.
Oh! Come now, Jimmy, we've got to make you sane. Doctor, fire up the electroshock room. Jimmy, drop your pants.
Back in the old country, my grandpops Giuseppe was the capo of a small but up-and-coming crime family. Problem was, the local carabinieri had ears everywhere. Primo Mazza was famous on account of his crime-busting auditory organ. So whacking the guy was out of the question. It would have pissed off the Pope or something. Plus, for a killer like Grandpops, way too easy. How you doing? I'm Jimmy Falcone, alias MacDougal. Before I moved to the not-so-great White North, I was a capo in the mob. Crime's been in my family for generations. It all started with my grandpops, Giuseppe. He was a shoemaker in the old country. Real handsome devil. Anyway, one day the village Don asked him to make a pair of shoes. The Don believed shoe size was a reflection of his manhood. His size 4 manhood. He could have drove a big car or bought a frickin' boat or something, but the guy wanted big shoes. What are you gonna do? Personally, I'd have blamed the whole thing on gravity, but gravity wasn't invented back then, so Giuseppe had to skip town. By the time he got to the next village, he was met by fear and respect. Dante Respect and Luciano Fear had a family that needed some muscle. Giuseppe just whacked a Don, so he seemed like a good fit. All those years dealing with feet made him kinda homicidal, so Grandpops moved up the ranks pretty fast.
In light of Gina's ongoing discipline problems at school, I think it would be beneficial for her to work off some aggression by playing a sport.
Hockey! I know I got banned, but you can pull some strings, can't ya?
Unleashing Gina in a game with sticks and blades. What could possibly go wrong?
Please, McCool. I learned my lesson last time. Honest, mister. Let me play the great Canadian game.
Don Cherry's ugly jacket. That was a mistake. Perhaps we should try soccer.
Nah, Ma's ass is fat enough without turning her into a soccer mom.
What are you doing? You should be suiting up for the big game.
I'm not playing. I'm out. I already got my PE credit.
Are you kidding? You got a beautiful thing in your grasp, and I ain't letting you throw away my big chance.
Your chance? How is this about you?
Shut up and put on your skates, Frankenstein.
If you like hockey so much, why don't you play?
Because they won't let me. I don't want to give you the gory details, because there's a lot of them. But I got banned from hockey forever. Apparently the only blades you can use are the ones in your skates.
Aw, Gina, I had no idea.
Why would you? You're as dumb as a post. But you sure do shine on that ice. What a waste.
Maybe I got one more game in me.
You do?
For you, I do. It's just the Moose Jaw Milkmaids, bunch of farmers' daughters. I'll cream 'em for you.
You're the best, sis. All right, cut it out. Your beard's scratching me.
How you doing? Word on the street is you want to get made. Well, the best ways are to subscribe to the Fugget About It channel, boost your status by grabbing a shirt made from the finest mass-produced fibers, or just blow some money on a super thanks. Then we can start paying our interns. Our intern is Petey.